holding on to because Alexander Usyk vacated that belt. So he needed to win and make sure that he earned that right.
Yeah.
You know, just like someone that he said that they gave him properties. So you must be able to show that you deserve to be in that category. You deserve that title. The reason Daniel Dubois went into that bout and make sure that he finished Anthony Joshua. That bout went into the knockout. That in the 5th round. So it shows that we saw who needed him more between the two fighters.
Oh yeah, who needed him? The guy was hungry.
Yes. Yes. So let's also look at Formula One. Yes, a lot of people saw what happened over the weekend. We should be expecting maybe drivers call it quits in the next few days. For Max Verstappen, they say that after the Singapore Grand Prix, that his punishment for swearing in a news conference to speed up his exit from Formula One.
Why do that?
I mean, you have some drivers that they don't want to keep up the rules. They just feel like they can just do anything.
No.
But for him, it feels like he's being gagged, that he cannot just say just anything. But you have to follow the rules. That is it. When you're on a press conference, do whatever you need to do. Make sure you follow the rules. If you're told to watch what you don't need to say, don't say, and focus. We always say there's a difference between being talented and being cautious. Also, how to manage yourself.
Discipline is the bedrock of sports. Discipline.
Yes, being disciplined. So that is one of the issues for Max Verstappen. No doubt, he's one of the great drivers at the moment, and so he may. For him saying that he may call it quits anytime soon. Then another driver we'll also be looking at is Daniel Ricciardo, who's saying that he's prepared for, saying that this may be the being thing for his Formula One career after the Singapore Grand Prix. Amid strong speculation, the Australian is poised to lose with Red Bull seat to Liam Lawson before the next race. And you know that sometimes as you look at some drivers, they feel like, oh, they can end the season with a team, they move to the other side. But when you are driving and you are hearing that a particular driver can come in at any time to take your position. So the next thing is just, okay, why am I fighting? Let me just leave and let the person come. So, but the season is still on. When the second half of the season, we're seeing how tough the Formula One season is. The likes of Lewis Hamilton, who's the driver with Mercedes, is struggling, and other drivers are catching up. So most drivers now, psychologically, some are down, some are being focused. And for Daniel Ricciardo, if he leaves at the end of the day, he will surely get a team where he will surely be able to drive at the.
Car racing is an intense, tension-soaked business. The tension, the preparations, the race, the unwinding, and then it's a cycle of preparations, unwinding, preparations, continuous seasons.
Yes, it is.
That's nerve-wracking.
Yes, and you know the funny thing, for some drivers, they see it as an opportunity. Once they win the Grand Prix that year, most of them resign.
Wow.
But they call it quit. They run away. Because you look at if you look at Schumacher, for example. He got injured and he went into football.
How many years now?
You look at, for many years now, and you know what that means. There's some injuries that is life-threatening. It is a final one.
Yeah.
So most of these drivers, they just look at the opportunity. Okay, what can they do? If they can just stumble at a point, look at how you can either get to the podium in 10 times, and at the end of the day, or maybe just try 6 times, or maybe you now struggle to win the title. One, then you move on, go into other kind of sport, which you don't think, which people don't think is more life-threatening. Look at golf. You can look at snookers and the like.
And you continue to make your money too.
You keep making your money. That is the thing. Because the other again is, former Nigerian footballer is into golf and is now a professional golfer. Looking at how many years he spent in football and he decided to go into golf. What is that supposed to mean? There's life after every particular game.
Exactly.
You don't just say, this is where I want to end my career.
This is my life. This is my life.
Yes.
No way.
Which goes back to Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
If people are saying that Anthony Joshua should come quick, well, there are other sports he can also venture into.
Yeah.
Look at his physique. Yes, he has won Olympic medals. He has won titles in boxing. So if he feels like this one is the end, which is what I've seen so far, this is not the end of Anthony Joshua. But now, still going back to Formula One, the next race is going down on the 5th of October, the 30th of October, which is going down in the USA.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the drivers now have enough time to rest for the next less than over 20, 23 days going into, or less than 23 days going into the next race in the United States of America. So that is it for Formula One. Now, let's look at tennis. What went down in the world of tennis over the weekend? Looking at how Carlo Alcaraz, the 4-time Grand Slam champion, overcoming a tale of 3-6 to 7-5 at Team Europe rally to beat Team World 13-11 and win the Lava Cup on Sunday. So it shows that most of these tennis stars, they are looking at how to end the year 2024. I mean, this is September. So look at how many games they've been into.